Hi, I'm Jane and welcome to Lesson 10, which is the final lesson in the series. Today is basically a recap of everything that we've done in the last 9 weeks. Just the first thing you learnt was that red roads aren't bad, they're rough and they have a reason. If you're driving on the red roads, you are not failing, you are building your resilience. And you can stay on there as long as you're in control. And we also learned that the green roads aren't good, they're smooth. So there's no judgment. This is rough and this is smooth. We also learned that you can go out of control on either road. You can overdo a green smooth road and be driving way too fast in overconfidence, overeating, drinking too much, being too stressed in something that you love. There's all sorts of ways that you can go out of control on a green road. We learned about TEPs and PETs. We learned that TEPs stand for triggers for extra precaution. And they're the everyday things that start to fill your glass. We also learned that PETs, our personal emotional tools, are the things that help us empty our glass. And if you don't use PETs, then your TEPs will just fill up to the point where you can't cope anymore. So please work on those PETs so you can start learning to empty your own glass. You also learned about the amygdala and how when you're out of control like this, your prefrontal cortex, your thinking part of the brain, has disappeared. So it's really hard to be logical. When someone's like this, don't ask them why did they do something. Wait until they engage a PET and get in touch with their prefrontal cortex, and then you can get somewhere. An excellent way to really get this language into your everyday life is to download the emoji app, or go to the website and download them from the shop and save them all to your camera roll, and then you can use them in anything. A mother shared with me the other day about her daughter. She's a teenager and they all have the MYTERN emojis, and she sent her mum this one, which is a TEP, of just sitting alone. Now, how much does that say? Without having to say, I'm feeling really alone and isolated now, you can just send that. Now, we all have moments of feeling alone. The mum then used these 2 emojis. First, she sent that with a question mark or that with a question mark. So basically saying, are you out of control, feeling alone, or are you in control? And it's so much easier to communicate those really tough emotions, and sometimes you don't even really know what you feel, but you know that you're either in control or out of control, or on a rough road or a smooth road. So try to get into those emojis and encourage your friends to use them, because they're incredibly powerful. The other thing you could do is just listen to some of these summaries again. Just have them going on in the background, because then the language starts to become part of your language. And you don't even know that you're building those neural pathways and that you're leaving behind those old patterns and building new ones. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and grab control of that steering wheel. Don't blame. Don't use the language, you made me or they made me, it's their fault. Take control and say, no, I am choosing to feel that way because that was inappropriate. Don't let people push you around. You have the strength and you have the control. That steering wheel is your superpower, because no matter what goes on out there, no one can touch that in here. Take care. Thanks for joining me.